Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to a collective love reading for June 30th. This is a daily love reading that I do for any sign and any sign that you may be thinking of. So welcome everybody. For those of you that didn't see my video yesterday, see the lake in the background. So I'm at the lake and it's beautiful here and it's serene. So let's get started. Let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what they have for you. What is coming in love? What's next in love? What is the loving energy around you? Please use any of my readings to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that has come into your life recently and you just wanted to see, is this something that's going to continue? So let's call in our angels. Let's see what they have for us. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you have for us today? What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you need us to hear? I am listening for you now. If you hear some rumbling in the background, I opened some boxes this morning and my 3 cats, you would think that it was Christmas in here. So they're over in the corner playing with the boxes and all the plastic wrap. So I'm letting them play. And so if you hear all this weird rattling in the background, they're having a ball. Spirit, please share with me loving messages. What is it that you have for us today? I have eye contact. A little bit of an eye on you. Okay. This, there, sometimes you don't look at people that deeply. And there's only a handful of people that you do that kind of soul gazing. And I do feel like that could be the first thing you notice about this person is the way that they look at you. The intentions are there, the depth is there. Spirit, please share with me. I have lightening your load. Okay. This person, they're calling this person a worker bee. That this person is somebody who keeps themselves busy. They like projects around the house. They get things done. They are active. They're not going to sit on the couch while you're doing the dishes. Okay. They're kind of like busy, they keep themselves occupied. They get stuff done. They kind of buzz around inside and outside yard, car, things like that. So you've got somebody with a lot of energy to burn, but the good news is they're burning it in a productive way, like a worker bee. So that's good. A tropical paradise. I want to take you away. That feels like our first trip together. It felt more like a vacation to the Caribbean or Jamaica or Barbados or something like that. I want to go away. I want to go on a cruise. But maybe that's the first time that we go away as a couple, but somewhere tropical. I'm going to go with this tropical dream because there's a sense of, I think we're in love before we go on this trip, but there's a part of me that says it kind of seals the deal. Okay, that us being away, of course, you're in a romantic place, you're in a different environment, you're drinking daiquiris with, umbrellas in it. But I feel like it seals the deal. So I'm going to say a trip is planned. I'm going to say tropical paradise, just this kind of fantasy world of, I can't believe this, like a honeymoon feeling, whether it's your actual honeymoon or we're just together. Yeah. Lighting candles and bubble baths and spa days. And doesn't that sound nice? Wow. Okay, Spirit, I'm going to stop this reading now and I'm just going to claim that. I don't need anything else today. That's all I want. I want tropical paradise and I want to get away. Okay, so that feels good. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? Let's see. I have a hanged man. I have the Fool. I have an 8 of Swords. And I have a Page of Pentacles. Okay, so there's a little part of me that says, I'm up and running with a career. I'm up and successful, or I'm in a good place with my career. And there's that fear of a relationship taking away my focus. So you could have somebody who's at, like really in a building stage of their careers, and they're focused on that. So there's a little part of them that says, I just don't want a relationship that consumes me, because I've got to stay focused on my work. I've got to stay focused on, what it is that I'm building. Just because you have a relationship doesn't mean you can't have a career. There's balance, and more than likely you have a career too. Or this could be you. Like, I'm really into what I'm doing, and is a relationship going to take away from me building my momentum or putting in all this energy into that? But I think that it's going to be worth the risk. I feel like you can do both. They can do both, but there is a little bit of the Page of Pentacles coming in, like I'm trying to build something, and then at the same time this relationship comes in. Could be somebody who just went out on their own with a business, and they're really kind of gung-ho, and they just want to focus on that. You can see even the camera, like I'm totally focused. I'm going to also say not only work, but I do like the camera and the Fool, because when we had that eye on you energy, it was a feeling of, I can't take my eyes off of you, or, I definitely see a good thing. I know a good thing when I see it. So part of me feels like, yeah, I'm hesitant because it's always kind of the what if, but at the same time, I don't want to let you go, if that makes sense, right? I know a good thing when I see it. You can't say no when it's in front of you. Sometimes you have to just go for it. And otherwise it's never going to be a good time. There's always going to be excuses. So there's, it's like having a baby, for those of you that want to plan to have a baby. And yeah, there's some planning, of course, but if you're waiting until you have a whole bunch of money in the bank to have a baby, you'll never have enough money for a baby, So it's like, you either do it or you don't. But the Fool is definitely ready to start. This Fool is ready to go. So I'm going to go with that for now. I have a Page of Swords. I have a Judgment. Yeah, if I'm going to be with anybody, it's going to be you. I think that I am, wondering, will you be the one that hurts me? Or I don't want to, they're saying I don't have time to get hurt. Who does? I don't think that we need to enter into a relationship with the thought of all of a sudden it's going to end. I don't think that's a good way to start. But right now I feel like I'm hopeful. There's that Three of Swords is coming into me more as, I don't want to waste my time or yours, and at the end of the day, have tears in my eyes energy. But right now, I think this page is overriding it. Like, I'm a good judge of character. I know a good thing when I see it. You're a good thing. You're a good catch. They're using the word visible, and I'm asking them what they mean by visible. Maybe it's just I see you, or you're right in front of me. It's a sense of Spirit has put somebody decent right in front of me, and I'm a good judge of character. I like to think I am, and that could be you, that could be them. But it's a sense of, why would I push a good thing away? Because I don't think that it's perfect timing, or I don't think that you're going to fit into my schedule. If this person really can't get you into their schedule, then that's not somebody you want to be with. We know that. We're talking about somebody who they have a routine. Okay, they have a day, they have a week, they know what they do on the weekends. You add something to that, another person, and the routine changes. Things change. We need some flexibility. We gotta do things together. So it's inevitable. Spirit just said it's something that we have to just kind of wrap our head around, and we either want it or we don't. And if work is going to be too important to this person, then that's not going to work either. But I think that we just have to find that balance. I like the feeling of I'm really a good judge of character. They might think they're a good judge of character. Obviously, if they're picking you, so they are a good judge of character. But you may think you're a good judge of character too. Some of you struggle with I keep picking the wrong person. And others of you are really, really good at, I know this would never work for me. I know this is not the right person. So if that, is your strength, go with it, because the last thing you want to do is waste your time. So, but at the same time, when something's put in front of us, we just, I guess we can't say no to it. We wait so long for it. I have terms, working out, negotiating, begging. Nobody wants to be with somebody that you feel like they're desperate. Okay. I'm not feeling that with this energy. I feel like this person's pretty confident. But if you come across an energy where, they're too aggressive, they're too fast, they're too into you, that love bomby energy, why? Are they desperate? They can't be alone. They're not good at being alone. They can't be by themselves. And then that tells you that, they're going to be relying on you for entertainment and, everything like that. So be careful with that. We want to make sure nobody is like begging. We don't want beggars. Denial, not facing the truth. I refuse to give in. I feel like you have somebody in the past also, some of you, that would love to have you back. And they're in denial. You're trying to move on. You're trying to find a better match. They would do anything to kind of win your heart back. And it's just not going to work out that way. I have a deadline. Time is running out. I'm not waiting any longer. That could be you. Some of you could have had terms, thinking about somebody else. If they're not back by a certain date, I'm going to open up myself to finding somebody new. I'm not waiting around for somebody. They know my number. They know where I live. What's the bottom of my deck? I have justice, a legal matter. So is somebody, I do want to use the word trapped because it came in, for one, but two, I feel like my hands are tied. So is somebody come into your energy that really isn't available or really wasn't available, and you just finally got tired of it? They weren't going to get a divorce. They said they were divorced, but they weren't. They've been delaying filing for divorce, but they're legally separated for years, yada, yada. It's a sense of, I'm not getting involved. Okay. I like the energy more of the eye contact, the soul gazing, the visible, I see you. I also like the confidence that somebody's bringing into a new relationship more with the, I know a good thing when I see it, and they're not going to let this walk away. They may take a deep breath and think about it. I think a lot of people would do that, but they also, at the end of the day, I feel like, like this is too good. You're too good to pass up, or vice versa. Maybe I wasn't expecting this. Maybe I wasn't anticipating it would be as good as it is. I have a 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. I have a 10 of Wands, and I have a Queen of Wands. When I had said this person was busy, earlier, I feel like it's in connection to that 10 of Wands, that they get stuff done. So they don't want to be attached to somebody who has like all this stuff going on in their life. High maintenance. I guess I would say high maintenance, because I feel like they're pretty organized. They're probably a Virgo. I do feel like they are, they're saying set in their ways. So they're not going to be good at a whole bunch of chaos or a whole bunch of high maintenance coming into their life. So not that you're bringing that, but it could be you. Like, I don't want a whole bunch of maintenance in my life. I'm not going to take care of you and, put out your fires. I got my own fires. So that being said, I think this person is just kind of upfront. Like, I can't handle chaos. I can't handle high maintenance. Like it almost feels like an early conversation, like when you're chatting with somebody. I just want normal. And I do feel like that's important. I will say, once we get over that hurdle of they don't see you as that, or they see you as, kind of a keeper energy, that they see all that you have to offer. And I do feel like it picks up from there. I feel that they're probably very attracted to your confidence, your independence. This is a strong forward movement to me. This is once I get over the hurdle of I would be a fool to say no to this, then I do feel like I jump right in. I really do. And then I get really excited about it. So I don't want you to look at the very early beginning as they're not that into me. I don't feel that is what's going to happen. I feel like they're just trying to decide for themselves, am I truly ready to be all in, or am I truly ready to give this my full effort? And then I feel like it starts to take off. I feel like it starts to become really fun, and it's easier. Spirit just said it's easier than I thought it would be, because they're entering into a relationship thinking it's work, and thinking that it takes time and it takes effort, and it might take me away from some of the things I do. But it's easier with you than they thought. And I'd like to think that when you're with the right person, it is easy. So something's going on with that we get over this, I don't want to say slow start, but yeah, it could be a slow start in the sense of, we have a couple of kind of traditional dates. We talk on the phone, but what's happening is the person is getting it used to the idea that a relationship is coming into their life, because maybe they really weren't out looking for it, and they didn't have it in their radar screen, and then here it is. So that's okay. Let them get used to the idea. I have a 5 of Cups. I have a 4 of Wands. I have a 7 of Cups. And I have a 3 of Wands. So I also feel like part of that conversation in the beginning of, I don't want high maintenance. I don't want chaos. I can't handle drama. That this person is also honest with you, saying, I don't want to disappoint you. Like if what you're looking for is boom, 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 boom. Not to say it won't happen, but I don't know. I might not know that I am going down that path until I know you, until I see what my feelings are, until realistically we have time together. So they're not going to make any promises right from the beginning. They're probably going to be brutally honest with you that I like being with you. I'm really enjoying you. I think you're great. And let's see where this goes. But the cards are also telling me that I could have a future with you, that once this thing starts to take off, that I definitely could see a future with you and settling down. So am I going to become more stable emotionally with this connection than I ever thought? Probably. So, Good things come to those who wait is how it just came into me. So for those of you that have been waiting patiently for this, I would say we've got somebody who over a period of time is going to realize that you're the best thing that ever happened to them. No doubt in my mind. What's the bottom of my deck? 21, the universe. Okay. So I've got this beautiful energy of I'm inviting you into my world, right? And I'm inviting you into like creating a world together. I'm going to say it that way. Spirit, what is the, let's do a timeline. Let's see when, Spirit, when is this happening? What is going on? Can you see the lake? Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. The loons were kind of calling to each other in the middle of the night last night. The breeze is beautiful today. Spirit, please share with me. I have November. Hopefully it doesn't take till November, but we could be together by November within a week. I'll take it. I'll take the week. I love that. I want that. I have springtime blooming. Some of you could have started talking to this person already. I have a Capricorn energy. Okay. I have the number 8 days. 8th of the month. It's not that far away. January, could be a month that was they were born. You were born January, February. Lots of flowers, lots of roses coming in. I have a Taurus. 29. What's the date today? Today is the 30th, the reading for the 30th. So did you meet somebody yesterday? That would have been fun. I have winter energy, a lot of winter, maybe a winter baby, January, February, March. Maybe you have a child that was born in the winter. That could be a clue. I have a Gemini, Aries. Okay, some signs here, and a Cancer. Okay, we have a nice reading today, just for today. If anything connected to you, please claim it, own it. Use these readings to help you to keep manifesting, keep reminding yourself of who you are and what you deserve, and be picky, Spirit just said. Go make sure that you're using your judgment. So maybe you're the one that I know a good thing when I see it, and I'm not going to let this one go. I'm not going to walk away from it this time, something like that. So, and then, oh, my hands are tingling, the tropical paradise. So I'm going to put that out into the universe, this kind of, fantasy love in a tropical paradise. Maybe it's our honeymoon in the future. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. How gorgeous. If you are new to this channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you for your comments. Claim it, own it, it's yours. Write whatever. I do read all your comments, so thank you always. They keep me going. They keep me motivated, so thank you. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, my website is in the description below. I have lots of different types of readings. You can check that out in my website. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, and I will tag this with a date. Maybe I'll start doing that. So that way you can kind of find your daily reading. And we will continue maybe that for a little while, see how we do with that. Let me know if you like that idea. If you like, you like the idea if it's a daily reading, that way you didn't miss it, something like that. So we'll see you all again real soon. I hope you enjoyed your reading. We'll see you again.